speaking every tongue, brought here by a vision of what is soon to come. No longer will we stand for hatred, bigotry, and fear. The call of peace and justice is what has brought us here. The world we've been given is not so large a place that we could stand divided by philosophy or race. Where's the
Good evening, and evening. It is Saturday night, and you're in the right place, as am I. It's Saturday night, which means it's the Howl. It's 7 o'clock, or thereabouts. Sorry for the slight delay there, some technical issues. But we'll go ahead and see how this goes, okay? We've got the multi-stream going, and we are multi-streaming on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. So take your pick about which one you want to do. The thing over on the side there is weird. Not sure what that is, so maybe that's something, a scene that I can fix. And I need to get this going here. And I hope you've had a wonderful week. I have had a very busy week, and it's gone okay. I've survived. I've been very productive. This is a watershed moment in live streaming and in the Howl, because we're going to have about 10 new songs. 3 of those are brand new original songs. They'll be world debuted right here for you today. So let's see what we can make this do here. I'm going to make sure that I'm in the right. I think I need a little bit more volume on that. Let's try that. So let's try it and see what happens. And let me know if what I need to adjust. All right, so here we go. Let's go on a journey, shall we? All right. Turn that up, and maybe turn that all the way up too. That's probably too much. Okay. Well, we'll adjust after the first song. We'll see how the first song goes, and check 1, 2. Now the guitar sounds too loud, so I'm going to turn that down a bit too. All right, I think we're good to go. Here we go. So this is a song about one of my musical heroes, and that he wrote about one of his musical heroes. So it's an Andy Irvin song about Woody Guthrie. Small-town country boy when I left that dusty town. Route 66 to the westward, and I hopped an old freight down. California, here I come, by the side door foreman and the sunburned thumb. They called us Okies, low-down bums, the police on us for round. Never tire of the road, never tire of the rolling wheel, never tire of the ways of the world. Out yonder's calling me, and the dark road leads me onward, and the highway, that's my code. A lonesome voice that I heard in my head said, never tire of the road. California to the New York Island, me and my guitar. And we played in many a hobo jungle and many a skid row bar. Standing out in the wind and the rain, that lonesome whistle makes a sweet refrain. We're waiting on some old freight train that carries an empty car. Never tire of the road, never tire of the rolling wheel, never tire of the ways of the world. Out yonder's calling me, and the dark road leads me onward, and the highway, that's my code. A lonesome voice that I heard in my head said, never tire of the road. I signed on board a Liberty ship to sail the ocean blue. Now we were carrying guns, TNT, D-Day soldiers do. All the men on board agreed with Cisco, Jimmy, Lonnie, and me, and our song rang out across the sea. You fascists bound to lose. Never tire of the road. Never tire of the rolling wheel. Never tire of the ways of the world. Out yonder's calling me, and the dark road leads me onward, and the highway that's my code. A lonesome voice that I heard in my head said, never tire of the road. Here's some of Woody's best words. The alternative national anthem. As I went walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land is made for you and me. Help me out. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land is made for you and me. All right. All righty then. Excellent. I hope seems like the quality is going well. Thank you, Paul Campbell, for going out there and being on the west coast of Ireland and going out to check out the sound quality on various platforms. I appreciate that. So, get this a little bit out of my face here. A little bit less in my face. How about that? Let's try that. Okay. Okay. Well, good. I'm glad the sound quality is good. Let's go on to song number 2. This is a brand new song, but before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and start as we do traditionally in the language of our people. Yeah, the Instagram thing is going to kick in. I didn't know I had to be at least an hour ahead of time in scheduling it, so that's as soon as I could get it going. So, my bad. But anyway, as they say in the language of our people, 1, 2, 3. Ow! 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 There we are. How's the balance of the volume of the voice and the guitar and the thump, thump, thump? Hopefully that's good. So anyway, here's a song by Ewan McCall. And this is, I think I might have done it before, but maybe not on the Howl. Because this might be a new one because I used to do it back in the day. By the day, I mean like before Jiggernaut. But when I was doing my first solo stuff, but I don't know if I've done it since then. But here we go. Let's try that. How does that sound? chorus. It's the octave. Let's keep it on that for now. The thump is faint. Okay, I can turn the thump up. I don't want it to be too intrusive. It's just supposed to give it a little bit of a... Somebody scream! Sorry. That was totally unnecessary. All right. Anyway. So here's a song by Ewan McCall. In the morning we built the city, in the afternoon walked through its streets. Evening saw us leaving. We wandered through our days as if we thought they'd never end. All of us imagined we had endless time to spend. We hardly saw the crossroads, and small attention gave to the landmarks on the journey from the cradle to the grave, cradle to the grave, cradle to the grave. Did you learn to dream in the morning, abandon dreams in the afternoon, wait without a hope in the evening? Did you stand there in the traces and let them feed you lies? Did you trail along behind them wearing blinkers on your eyes? Did you kiss the foot that kicked you? Did you thank them for their scorn? Did you ask for their forgiveness for the act of being born? Act of being born, act of being born. Did you alter the face of the city, make any change in the world you found? Did you observe all the warning? Did you read the trespass notice? Did you keep off the grass? Did you shuffle off the pavement just to let your betters pass? Did you learn to keep your mouth shut? Did you seen and never heard? Did you learn to be obedient and jump to at a word? Jump to at a word, jump to at a word. Did you demand any answers? The who and the what and the reason why? Did you question the setup? Did you stand aside and let them choose while you took second best? Did you let them skim the cream off and give to you the rest? Did you settle for the shoddy? And did you think it right or to let them rob you right and left and never make a fight? Never make a fight, never make a fight. What did you learn in the morning? How much did you know in the afternoon? Were you content in the evening? Did you teach you how to question when you were at the school? Did the factory help you grow? Were you the maker or the tool? Did the place where you were living enrich your life? And then did you reach for some understanding of all your fellow men? All your fellow men, all your fellow men. Ha! In the morning we built the city, the afternoon walked through its streets. The evening saw us leaving. We wandered through our days as if we thought they'd never end. All of us imagined we'd have endless time to spend. We hardly saw the crossroads, and small intention gave to the landmarks and the journey. The cradle to the grave, cradle to the grave, cradle to the grave. Cradle to the grave, cradle to the grave, cradle to the grave. Okay. So I also saw the issues with the scrolling of the comments. So And there's not Facebook comments as well as the superimposed comments, I guess. I don't know. So, and Allison Davidow, I think it was, Dr. Davidow said that the mic was a little reverby. So let me see if I can adjust that. I think I can. And I'm going to try this. 1, 2. Now the reverb is off completely. And we'll add, that's way too much. Add a little bit in, okay? 1, 2. There we go. So I think that's all we need on the reverb. Just a little touch. Just a touch. Just a touch. So that's Ballad of Accounting by Ewan Call. So let's go ahead and do, it's a world premiere, but it's something I did I think I might have done it last week, I can't remember, but I had this idea of doing classic country song Mad Libs. And so I took this song that I loved from being a kid, and I can't remember exactly what made it float through my transom. I think there was somebody posted a video, classic country video, of Marty Robbins doing his #1 hit single from 1959 called El Paso, and it's a lovely song about love and loss, and it's kind of like a Scottish song or a Celtic song because somebody dies in the end. It doesn't have a happy ending. But I thought about it, it's like really, that could really happen almost anywhere with just a few changing of the words, like Mad Libs, just put a different town name in there, different girl's name, just make a few small tweaks, and, still heavy on the reverb. Okay, well, let me back that off again then. Hold on, stand by. Thank you, Christina. Hello, how are you? Okay, that's no reverb at all. 1, 2. That's just a little bit of reverb. Just a little bit of reverb, just to make it not so dry. So try that. Why are there comments on his head? Well, it's because we're trying the new multi-stream by Streamlabs, where now I'm streaming onto Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and in a few minutes I should be coming up on Instagram, all at the same time from my phone, which is pretty cool. So, how you doing, sweetie? I miss you. So this is, as I said, this is classic country song Mad Libs, and I was trying to think. I did a version set in like using Norse mythology. So it was, instead of El Paso, it was Valhalla, same number of syllables. But I still wasn't sure if that was quite the winner, and so I tinkered with this a little bit, and I was thinking, okay, I want to have it set. 15 more minutes on Instagram. Okay, good. But being a Scottish and Irish musician, a Celtoid musician, I figured I should do one localized to Scotland somehow. So I started with Edinburgh, Aldriki, which has the same number of syllables as El Paso, Aldriki. And I started on that, and also my friend Hugh Scott lives there. But then I was thinking, well, El Paso was not a big town, especially when the song was written. It was supposedly this, small, kind of out in the middle of nowhere town. And Edinburgh has been the capital city of Scotland for time unremembered. That means that I can't remember exactly how long, but probably since the 14 or 1500s or something like that. Yes, Mary Higgins, that might be the case, that the where the comments show up, I can adjust that slightly, and so maybe I can make the comments smaller, and so that there'll be more space for them, and it won't be over my head. So, and the thing on the left side where it's got people's something, I don't know what that is, so we'll adjust. Oh, wait a minute. We have 20 people live. All right. So, by the way, to finish the story, to finish the aside, our very good friend Craig Scotland lives in Dunfermline, which is a small town north of Edinburgh, kind of on the other side of the water area. I don't know what body of water that is. It might be the Forth. Not sure. Geography is not my strong suit. Anyway, but this is so set in... there's Craig Scotland. Great. Craig Scotland himself is number 20. So this goes out to my friend Craig in the fact that he lives in Dunfermline, and I asked him to get some a little help to make sure that I was getting the words right and trying to localize it correctly, you know. So, Jess, you're picking up a camper van in Dunfermline. Are you leaving us? Are you going to the dark? Are you going to Scotland? We need to know more about Jess Kennedy and the camper van. We need pictures too, or it didn't happen. Yes, it's on the Firth of Forth. There you go. So the Forth Bridge and all that. So very picturesque area that I have not actually been to. I've been to Edinburgh for the tattoo, and I've been there once or twice, but when I was young, like when I was like 10 or 11. So anyway, I digress, as usual. So here is the classic country song Mad Libs taking El Paso by Marty Robbins and relocating it to Scotland. Anything else I need to tell you about? So there's a couple words in here that you may or may not be familiar with. Well, you can ask me about them later. But Dunfermline is where it's at, and a Ouija is a Glaswegian. So, and they're looked down upon by most of the people in Scotland, except people who are actually from Glasgow. And then you'll see a shout out to Craig has a cantina apparently now in Dunfermline, and and he and I and Hugh will come and drink really top shelf tequila the next time I come over. Okay, make it so. Out in the wee Scottish town of Dunfermline, I fell in love with an Abbeyview girl. Abbeyview is not the nice part of the town. Nighttime would find me at Craigie's Cantina. Music would play and Fiona would whirl. Blacker than night were the eyes of Fiona, wicked and evil while casting a spell. My love was deep for this Abbeyview maiden. I was in love, but in vain I could tell. One night a wild young Ouija came in, wild as the Lothian wind. Dashing and daring, a drink he was sharing with wicked Fiona, the girl that I love. So in anger I challenged right for the love of this maiden. Down went his hand for the dirk that he wore. My challenge was answered in less than a heartbeat. The clatty we get lay deed on the floor. Just for a moment I stood there in silence, shocked by the foul evil deed I had done. Many thoughts raced through my mind as I stood there. I had but one chance, and that was to run. Out to the back door of Craigie's I ran, out where the taxis were parked. I picked a good one, it looked like it could run. I hopped in back and away we did drive, and as fast as we could from the wee Scottish town of Dunfermline out to the bandlands of Cumbernauld. Back in Dunfermline my life would be worthless. Everything's gone in life, nothing is left. It's been so long since I've seen the young maiden. My love is stronger than my fear of death. So I catched a bike and away I did go, riding alone in the dark. Maybe tomorrow the police may find me. Tonight nothing's worse than this pain in my heart. Here I am on the hill overlooking Dunfermline. I can see Craigie's Cantina below. My love is strong and it pushes me onward. Down off the hill to Fiona I go. Off to the right I see 5 drunken Ouija's. Off to my left stagger a dozen and more. Swearing and shouting, I can't let them catch me. I have to make it to Craigie's back door. Something is dreadfully wrong, for I feel a deep burning stitch in my side. Though I am trying to stay in the saddle, I'm getting weary, unable to ride. But my love for Fiona is strong, and I rise where I've fallen. Though I am weary, I am not yet dead. I see the glint of light from the flung bottle. I feel the clank as it connects with my head. From out of nowhere, Fiona has found me, kissing my cheek as she kneels by my side. Cradled by 2 loving arms that I'll die for. One little kiss and Fiona, good night. Would it have been more interesting on the bouzouki? Absolutely. I'm just kind of just playing. I've got a lot of variables going on, but since somebody requested the bouzouki, I can't see because it scrolled off the top. Swipe left to see. Oh, there they go. Okay. Anyway. All right. Okay, so I can see some things there, but I can't. There's too much stuff going on my screen for me to translate. So I'm looking forward to the return of my executive producer who can help me make sense of all this stuff. Hey, Brenda Warren. Glad to see you. Peter Richards. Anyway, so somebody asked for a bouzouki. So I'm going to swap out from this Fender parlor guitar. This is a Fender Highway Series guitar that I had turned into a tenor guitar. And we're going to swap over to a bouzouki for a brand new song. Oops. I can't have nice things. Also, it's 20 people. How do you like that? All right. Here we go. Alrighty. Do that. Let's tune this thing. And then, yes, hello, buddy. Hi, how are you doing? I can't do anything for you right now, bud. I know you've been fed. I know you've been watered. But you can go sit over in your basket, okay? Yes, Mom's coming home soon. I promise. Okay, I'm tuning. That's what I'm doing. If I'm tuning, you should be doing what? Drinking. That's right. If I'm drinking, you should be doing what? Tuning. That's right. Crisscross. Anyway. Yeah, Craigie's Cantina. You know. Because it had the right number of syllables. So, and I like the idea of Craig Scotland running a cantina. He did work at a place called O. Henry's in Fort Worth for a while, and I'll be doing a song about that in a bit. But this song is from a somewhat new acquaintance, Mr. Ryan McKenna of the Steel City Rovers, based in Hamilton, Ontario. We were introduced by by Jess Ken when they came to play at the Highland Games up in Estes Park, always the weekend following Labor Day. And they had some car trouble, so they ended up hanging out with us for a week while their car got fixed. And the rest, they say, is history. Anyway, I happen to be futzing around. And I was listening to some of the Steel City Rovers material. It's out there on YouTube. I don't know if they have it streaming yet. I told them they need to get it streaming, but anyway, but it's on YouTube. And this is sorry, hold on. Let me adjust this so I don't whack the bazooki with the microphone. There we go. Let's try that. It's a fine balance between, not having it like in my face so you can actually see me and I can see you, and miking it properly. Anyway, so this is a song by the Steel City Rovers that was written by Ryan McKenna, and it came across it and it kind of jumped out at me, and I immediately had to learn it. It's one of those things, I tried to think about why did it jump out at me, and as I was transcribing it, I think it was because some of us are having trying times right now. I know I am. I could go into it. I don't know if you want me to, but basically I'm coming off of SNRIs and coming off my depression and anxiety meds in order to do a psilocybin medical study coming up here in early March, and it's really messed with my head quite a bit. But we soldier on, and we're just trying to do something, doing the best we can with what we got. But our good friends, the Rigas, are up against a big bad case of the C word, and I think I was thinking about them when this song came up. It's about, sometimes just getting up and out of bed is winning the battle. And if ever you needed courage, it's when dealing with things that are completely out of your control, when your body decides to declare war on other parts of your own body. So for anybody who's going through that, who's going through mental health stuff, we're here for you. It's okay to not be okay. And hopefully this too shall pass, not unlike a kidney stone. So, world premiere, and 21 people. There we go. So, all right, there we go. There's this. So it's also a big shout out to the Steel City Rovers, Ryan and his brother, and Mark, and other people's whose name are completely escaping me, but they're all really a bunch of good guys. If you have a chance to see them, go see them. Steel City Rovers. All right, here we go. You, sir, tried, tested, and true, sir. You, sir, knew, sir, this battle could cost you it all. So summon your courage, carry the weight. You'll be alone till the morning. Don't you be clever, don't you be right, just you be upright at dawn. Shadows play with your eyes and sound on the wind will play with your ears, and fears will appear and play with your heart and win the day if you let them remain. So summon your courage, carry the weight. You'll be alone till the morning. Don't you be clever, don't you be right, just you be upright at dawn. Some men are the kind to flee, falling apart when their friends start to bleed. You know, oh, are you so? Oh, faceless enemies, do you know? Oh, are you so? Oh, you may privately boast that you're braver than most, but you never can tell till you know that you're never gonna make it home, never gonna make it home, that you're never gonna make it home, never gonna make it home. You, sir, tried, tested, and true, sir. You, sir, knew, sir, this battle could cost you it all. Shadows will play with your eyes and sound on the wind will play with your ears, and fears appear to play with your heart and win the day if you let them remain. So summon your courage, carry the weight. You'll be alone till the morning. Don't you be clever, don't you be right, just you be upright at dawn. Eyes forward, shoulders back, nostalgia will get you sent home in a box. Mind your post till the birds of the air join you in greeting the dawn. Singing of rum, women, comrades and home. Singing rum, women, comrades and home. Singing of rum, women, comrades and home. Singing of rum, women, comrades and home. So summon your courage, carry the weight. You'll be alone till the morning. Don't you be clever, don't you be right, just you be upright at dawn. Well, there you go. I also came across this week on the Facebook a gentleman from Ireland whose name escapes me, but he's just him and his nylon strung classical guitar. Got his headphones on. I shared a couple things, and it reminds me about people who can take songs that we've heard a lot, but do them in a very sincere way, in an earnest way, which is what I've always tried to do. And it's, I think, the sign of a true bard or a true artist or musician, whatever, who can take a song you've heard many times and make you listen, pull something out of it that maybe you didn't hear, or deliver it in a way that makes it special. So there's a couple of different songs that I came up with, this one being one of them. We're at 23, there's a ding, and Kathleen Jackson is one of the dings. Thank you so much. And Sheila Higgins is also here, I see. For those of you who are watching on Facebook, at least I'm looking on my iPad and it says flip to the left or slide to the left to see comments. So maybe you can see the comments, the Facebook comments, as well as the superimposed stream comments. Okay, so there you go. Anyway, but this is a very classic Irish song, and I wanted to also have some more of this stuff. I'm playing a couple of St. Patrick's Day gigs this year. I'm playing Saturday out in at a country club in Larkspur, which is down south, and then I'm playing at Ye Old Twisted Griffin up in Estes Park for the day itself. So that will be fun. No, I'm not satisfied with that, so go ahead and have a drink while I try to get this thing where it needs to be. Better be drinking. If I'm tuning, you're drinking, right? I assume that Christina is saying that news to her being the gigs, but at least the Larkspur one's been there for quite a while. I booked that one like in October or something. It's been on the calendar, but the Twisted Griffin wasn't open then, so. Yeah. Anyway, so here is a very old, well, I don't know how old it is, but it's a very traditional Irish song that a lot of people do. And let's see if I'm able to wring some special meaning out of it for you tonight. Red is the rose that in yon garden grows, and fair is the lily of your valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne, but my love is fairer than any. Come over the hills, my bonny Irish lass. Come over the hills to your darling. You choose the road, love, and I'll make the vow, and I'll be your true love forever. Yon garden grows, and fair is the lily of your valley. Fair is the water that flows from the Boyne. My love is fairer than any. Down by Killarney, green woods that we strayed, when the moon and the stars, they were shining. The moon showed its rays on her locks of golden hair, and she swore she'd love me forever. Yonder garden rose, fair is the lily of your valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne, but my love is fairer than any. Not for the parting with my sister Kate, it's not for the loss of my mother, it's all for the loss of my handsome Irish girl. Now I must leave old Ireland forever. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows, and fair is the lily of your valley, and clear is the water that flows from the Boyne, but my love love is fairer than any. Red is a rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of your valley, and clear is the water that flows from the point. But my love is fairer than any. My love is fairer than any. All right. I knew it was that string. All right. What do we got next? So that was a new song, ding. This is a new song. I've done it. I don't know if I've ever performed it live. It's been in the songbook. I was going to do it with Sweet Colleen's. I don't know if it ever happened. So there's your ding for that. We are still cruising at 20 people. There's that. That's very weird. All right, this may be Ursula's last song for the evening. I don't know. I find if I threaten her, sometimes she stays in tune better. That's a very good question. I can't really tell. We'll have to look at the statistics afterwards. I forgot to turn off the epilepsy spasm inducing light. Sorry. There we go. That was only supposed to be on during the intro. Yeah, I may not be able to do Instagram all from my phone. There's all kind of integration points, so I'm doing the best I can. If it starts, it starts. Hi, buddy. I don't know I can't do really anything for you right now. You've been out. You went out right before we left. The yardstick is down here, being very insistent about something. I'm not sure what. Yeah. Go lie down in your basket. Go lie down in your thing over there. Okay. So this is a song I learned from the singing of the Old Blind Dogs, specifically Aaron, out of the Old Blind Dogs, and it's a tender love ballad with a little bit of a twist, as they say in France. Anyway, it's called Star of the Bar. Oh, I'll sing you a stave if you'll tease your attention. I'll put on a capo so it won't be so low. Erase, erase. Mulligan, everybody drink. And it was so nicely in tune, too. I must do it again. Too many moving parts. Let's try that again, all right? Erase, erase. Everybody has a drink. We're all fine. New song, ding. 21 people, ding. Ding because I deserve it. Because I'm a good host. Yeah, whatever. All right. You're star of the bar. Oh, I'll sing, you'll stay, if you'll ease your attention. It's no song of pity, it's no tale of woe, and no word of honor or love will I mention, but I'll sing, oh lassie, I kent long ago. No better than most, no worse as many, and what drew me to her's no easy to say. She was coarse, she was heartless, she wasn't that bonny, but she was the star of the bar in her day. I've strived the royal a mile with her, drinking in style with her, and rose greet from end to end, oft times are they. Fought swore with the dubs with her, rolled in the dubs with her, catched many's a subtray her, never repay. No better than most, no worse as many, and what drove me to her's no easy to say. She was coarse, she was heartless, she wasn't that bonny, but she was the star of the bar in her day. All you chaps with young lasses, believe me, love soon passes, and all their bright dreams are but straws in the wind. Better one who'll sit down with you, sing a fine tune with you, pass a glass around with you, drink herself blind. No better than most, no worse as many, and what drove me to her's no easy to say. She was coarse, she was heartless, she wasn't that bonny, but she was the star in the bar in her day. No better than most, and no worse as many, and what drew me to her's no easy to say. She was coarse, she was heartless, she wasn't that bonny, but she was the star of the bar in her day. It's the Chancers from the city of Chicago. Might have to do that one. Oh, nice. That's a very good story, Allison David Dow, Dr. David Dow. That's great. So, since the Chancellors are here, and since they're from Chicago, I'm going to go ahead and do that one because we're nothing if we can't adapt, right? And it's a good song, and I haven't done it in a while, so I have to do. Sorry, let me find it real quick. So it's a double hit here because we have both Chicago being mentioned for the Chancellors where they are at, and also it's a Christy Moore, or I learned it from Christy Moore, and it was written by his brother, a gentleman named Luca Bloom. My 6 degrees of separation with Luca Bloom is that he had visa problems in 2001 and was unable to get over to the United States to play at the Milwaukee Irish Festival, and so my band that I put together with Deanna Smith Scotland and a few other roguish types got to play Milwaukee Irish Festival and be on the big stage, the Liney stage, looking over Lake Michigan. So thank you, Luca Bloom, for having visa troubles, because we had a hell of a good time. All right, so here, this is for the Chancellors and for anybody else who likes either Chicago or Christy Moore or Luca Bloom or having a drink. Cheers. City of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming on the hills of Donegal. 1847 was the year it all began. Deadly pangs of hunger drove 1 million from the land. They traveled not for pleasure, their motive wasn't greed, it was a voyage of survival across the stormy sea. In the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming on the hills of Donegal. Fortune, and some of them knew fame, but most of them knew hardship and died upon the plain. They spread throughout the nation, and they rode the railroad cars, and they brought their songs and stories to ease their aching hearts. Oh, to the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming on the hills of Donegal. The city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming on the hills of Donegal. There are people dreaming on the hills of Donegal, on the hills of Donegal. Good night, Allison Madsen. Thanks for stopping by. All right, so there we go. There's a departure from the set list. We go now back to the set list, and where were we? Oh, well, here's another new song ding. I'm leaning so much into the microphone that hopefully I'm not overloading it, but it sounds okay. Anyway. 3,000 Miles requested by Taylor Cook. Okay, I will do that after this song, okay? So, speaking of Christy Moore, it's a Christy Moore rock block. All right. I actually learned this song from a bandmate, from Maggie Drennan, who sang it in 6 Mile Bridge, and I believe she learned it from Christy Moore's version because she always said, Boys of Barnashroide, which is sort of like when she explained it to me, I don't remember all the ins and outs, but it's sort of like the hick accent of Ireland, you know. I will say Barnashroide, and hopefully not get it too bad in butchering the pronunciation. So this is called The Boys of Barnashroide, and it talks about the wren hunting that happens on St. Stephen's Day. And I don't remember all the particulars about it, but basically it's an excuse to get drunk and carouse, which the Irish really don't need much of an excuse for, but anyway. Oh, thank you, John Timaeus. Sound is good, no clip or pop. Excellent, that's what I like to hear. I am monitoring the output from the mixer that goes into the phone, so hopefully you're hearing what I'm hearing, and what I'm hearing sounds pretty good. So there you go. Anyway, but it's a wonderful story song. It is, again, one of these songs that a lot of people do, and so what you try to do as a singer or a performer is bring something special to it, bring whatever understanding you can to tell the story, and make it, instead of being something about it happened, you know, in some of the case, not this one, but in the case of some of these songs, you know, like battles in Scotland, like Preston Pans and things like that happened in 1426 or whatever the hell it was. You know, it has an immediacy for the people who live there, and trying to capture that and pass it along is my job, and hopefully I'm doing it. A big parade with lots of barons. So in other words, like a Tuesday, Craig, Scotland. Anyway, so here you go. New song ding. 17 people, so we don't get the 20 people ding, but because because of the metric system, yeah, I'm going to give me a ding anyway for that. Because we're multi-streaming, so I don't know how many people we're actually getting. All right, so. Oh, the town, it climbs the mountains and looks upon the sea. At sleeping time or waking, it's there I long to be, to walk again those kindly streets, the place where life began, with the boys of Barnashroide who hunted for the ram. With cudgel style we rolled about to hunt for the tree-lin. We searched for birds in every furze, from Litter to Dooney. We danced for joy beneath the sky, and life held no print nor plan when the boys of Barnashroide went hunting for the ram. And when the hills were bleeding and the rifles were aflame, to the rebel homes of Kerry, the Saxon strangers came. But the men who dared the Oxys and who fought the black and tan were the boys of Barnshoulder who hunted for the ram. But now they toil in foreign soil, but they have made their way deep in the heart of London town, or over in Broadway. And I am left to sing their deeds and praise them while I can. Those boys of Barnshoulder hunted for the ram. And here's a health to them tonight, wherever they may be, by the groves of Carrum River or the slopes of Benetty. John Day, Batande, and the Sheehan's come and Dan, and the boys from Barnshoulder who hunted for the And when the wheel of life runs out and peace comes over me, just take me back to that old town between the hills and sea. I'll take my rest in those green fields, the place where life began, the boys of Barnshoulder who hunted for the ram. New song ding. 20 people ding. Switching to a requested song ding. And stick around. I have 3 brand new original songs that will be world premiering here shortly. I can't remember where they are in the set list, but they're coming up soon. So stick around for that. But in the meantime, we had a request from Taylor Cook for 3,000 Miles, and so we're going to do that. And this is a song by Ellis Paul. It's on the Sheep's Clothing album. Thanks for coming. I am Wolf Loescher, your host every Saturday night, or almost every Saturday night, almost always 7 o'clock Central, no, 7 o'clock Mountain Time, 8 o'clock Central Time. Whenever we can, unless I'm doing a gig, or I'm trapped under something heavy, or Still doesn't sound quite right. Hold on a second. But this is a song by Ellis Paul. It's about the life lessons learned on cross-country journeys on a bus. Now, cross-country journeys on a bus in Scotland take like 3 or 4 hours. Cross-country journeys taken on a bus in America take like 48 to 36 to 72, whatever. A lot longer. Speaking of cross-country trips, going back to Ireland in July, late July, after Grandfather Mountain, and playing with Piper Jones Band as we do a tour with Tommy O'Sullivan and Sandra O'Sullivan, Courthouse Tours. If you want more information about the tour and want to come along with us, be one of the lucky 36 golden ticket winners who come and hang out with us for 9 days, 9 crazy days and 9 crazy nights. Lots of local music, just a wonderful way to see the country. If you've never been, absolutely a great way to do it for the first timer. If you've been several times and haven't been in the pubs when there's like sessions going on and stuff like that, it's a great opportunity to do that. So go to wololoco.com to learn more about it. But last time Christine and I flew in to do that trip, we flew into, maybe not the last time, but one of the times we flew into Shannon Airport on the west side of Ireland and had to drive all the way across the country, all the way across the whole entire continent of Ireland, or country of Ireland, to Dublin to meet our tour. It took 3.5 hours. It's kind of like going from one side of Houston to the other. I don't know. As they say, in America, 100 years is a long time. In Europe, 100 miles is a long way. So 3,000 miles is a whole hell of a long way. Mulligan. Yeah, John Timaeus. My name's Robert Wilson. I'm from Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Been living out of a suitcase now for 14 days. I walked the boulevard in Hollywood, caught a Vegas show, was no good. Met a dancer there who starred in a Broadway play. But it's a lonely world from this Greyhound. Leave me, I've been here 14 days. "3,000 miles, come a long, long way. 3,000 miles, now 21 is good a guess as any age. And I confess to, let's just say I'm old enough to get away. Back in school I found the only written truth on bathroom stalls and telephone booths. I studied a while, but college got in my way. I learned much more from the back of this Greyhound. Believe me, I've been here 14 days. 3,000 miles, come a long, long way. 3,000 miles. Have you seen? Well, the world outside is turning, and it's yours. We were put here for the learning. People talk to themselves on Greyhound. Even the driver's strange to hear. They're tell the same forgotten story. Well, it fall on forgetful ears. 3,000 miles, I've come a long, long way. 3,000 miles. Down in Houston, Uncle's woman with 2 kids and a bottle of booze. She cracked them both like matchheads whenever they ventured too close to a fuse. And I sat with the girl from Boston. We were playing cards for cigarettes. I lost her name in a poker game, but her face I will never forget. You never forget the views on these windows. Believe me, I've been here 14 days. Yeah, yeah. I've gone a long, long way. 3,000 miles. All right, I'm going to step away for 60 seconds to see if this dog needs to go outside. Okay? So stand by. Let me give you your epileptic fit-inducing lights back again. And we'll put on some music, and I'll be back in like 60 seconds, 2 minutes, something like that. Okay? Stand by. Another new song coming right up. Stand by. How was that for timing? All right. We're back. We're back somewhere. We're back. Here we go. So that was Dave Gunning, a Dave Gunning song. Well, it wasn't Dave Gunning singing. It was me singing. And that was the Piper Jones Band. That's off the brand new album called Take to the Skies. Brand new. Came out in July of 2023, he said, with a question mark, raising his voice at the end of the sentence to indicate that he's not quite sure. But since we have Dave Gunning in our minds, I'm going to skip ahead and find this Dave Gunning song I wanted to do. This is a new one. Haven't played this one yet tonight. Let's try this. We're going to go ahead and have to steal a strap off of this other guitar. Stand by. Right. Yes, I know it was 3 to 4 minutes. Thank you for keeping me honest, Taylor Cook. But the dog apparently didn't need to go outside, so he went outside and he did his thing, and hopefully... Oh, this strap may not work on this guitar. Nope, it will not work on this guitar. Okay, let me stand by. Let me get a different strap. Hold on. Got to unstrap. Coming right back. Here I come. All right. No, you don't have to research, Taylor. It's okay. I just couldn't. I think it's 2023. No, it must have been 2022. Because we went to Ireland in 2023. Damn it. Sorry, I'm having strap issues. Because this particular guitar has... There's a lip on it, so it's okay. We'll make it happen. There we go. All right. That was part A. This is part B. Plugging this in. And the final part. It's like getting ready to go to the moon or something like that. All the things I have to plug in and strap on, and I need to have a checklist. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for sticking around. There we go. May I sit by, please? Oh, may I suggest? Is it maybe? Hold on. Let me see if I can go back. Yes, it's the Steampunk Resonator. Yeah, I haven't played it yet tonight. I think Kathleen Jackson is asking for May I Suggest. Okay. I will do May I Suggest after this one. Which is actually thematically correct. So we came out of listening to Piper Jones Band doing our version of Sing It Louder, which is a Dave Gunning song. Dave Gunning, an amazing singer-songwriter out of Canada. I don't know which particular part of Canada because there are many parts. It's not a small country, but one of them. And this is a new song. And... it's a little bit of a challenge. Let's see if I can get through this one without greeting like a Wayne. All right? Let's see. I'm tuning. What are you doing? That's right. Oh, I have to turn off the lights. Turn off the motion sickness inducing light. There we go. Like a well-oiled machine. Like a well-oiled something. Anyway, this is a song of loss. Well done, Ren. You're gonna have to be the proctor and make sure that everybody else is doing what they're supposed to do. Did a song for you guys earlier. I don't know if you were on, but y'all are very much in our thoughts, in our hearts, and our minds. This is, as I said, this is a song of loss. So let's see if I can get through this one. I lost my mom back in September of last year. And I'm coming up, I promise I've got 3 brand new original songs that I'll be world premiering here tonight. One of them is about that experience it's about my mom. And so we're going to do this one, and then May I Suggest, and then we'll go to my original songs. Okay, we'll do an original Wolf Loescher rock block to celebrate me doing a local showcase of songwriter showcase. All right, Ren. Good to see. Sean Shipley is watching on Twitch and appreciating it. Great. Thank you, Sean Shipley. I don't know why your comments, if you make a comment, you should show up here, so we should be able to see your comments, but I'm not sure. We'll work on the layout of the scene here, because the comments need to be over farther to the right so they're not over my head. And I don't see much helpfulness on the thing on the left-hand side there, but maybe tomorrow I'll do another stream so I can try to tweak that. So here we go. Dave Gunning. Let me have one more splash of courage for this new world song, new song for me. There is thunder on the skyline, and it tears her breath away in the twilight iron gray. A father's human hand could not command her to return to them once more, like a soldier from a war. We're all leaving, even the ones who stay behind. We're all leaving in our own time. Each night surrenders to another morning. Still beneath the April skies, you can hear a quiet cry. On smiling fields, there's a battle raging, and for every bloom he knows, another flower never grows. We're all leaving, even the ones who stay behind. We're all leaving in our own time. We're all leaving in our own time. And he has no ark to bear him from this flood, just a broken vessel wrought of flesh and blood. Though the riptides pull him under, he cannot cease to wonder at the beauty of it all. At the beauty of it all. Oh. He brings her mother to the church doors, and while she prays for what was come, he walks the woods alone, and there he builds his own cathedrals, and on every whirring wing you can hear the forest sing. We're all leaving, even the ones who stay behind. We're all leaving in our own time. We're all leaving in our own time. We're all leaving, even the ones who stay behind. We're all leaving in our own time. We're all leaving in our own time. We're all leaving in our own time. Mr. Dave Gunning. Now we have a very special request from a very special friend of ours, Miss A. Kathleen Jackson. Looking forward to seeing her on Thursday, the 29th. It's a special Leap Day show at the All Good Cafe. It's a special early kickoff to North Texas Irish Festival. I'm hoping it becomes a tradition. Let's make sure that we can do that. And it'll be Thursday night at the All Good Cafe in Deep Ellum in Dallas. And we'll be playing a lot of songs, some of our own songs, some of other people's songs, and humming occasionally. Yep, it's going to be good. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So we had a request for this Susan Werner song that I did with the Sweet Colleens. And, we're all going through some stuff. So the ever-present now is both a freeing thing and a constraint. We want to be sure to take advantage of the time that we have with the people that are around us while they're still there. But we still have to do the mundane things like pay mortgage and put food on the table and things like that. Anyway, but think about where you are in your life right now. And you may be experiencing some challenges. You may be experiencing some successes. You may be experiencing some failures, some setbacks. But wherever you are, may I suggest, this is, in fact, the best time of your life. May I suggest to you, may I suggest this is the best part of your life. May I suggest this time is blessed for you. This time is blessed and shining almost blinding bright. Just turn your head and you'll begin to see 1,000 reasons that were just beyond your sight. The reasons why I suggest to you, why I suggest this is the best part of your life. There is a world that's been addressed to you. Addressed to you, intended only for your eyes. A secret world, a treasure chest to you, of private scenes and brilliant dreams that mesmerize. A tender lover's smile, a tiny baby's hands, the million stars that fill the turning sky at night. I suggest to you, I suggest this is the best part of your life. There is a hope that's been expressed in you, the hope of 7 generations, maybe more. This is the faith that they invest in you. It's that you'll do one better than was done before. Inside you know, inside you understand, inside you know what's yours to finally set right. And I suggest to you, and I suggest this is the best part of your life. This is a song, comes from the west to you, comes from the west, comes from the slowly setting sun. This is a song with a request of you to see how very short the endless days will run. And when they're gone, and when the dark descends, we'd give anything for one more hour of light. And I suggest to you, and I suggest that this is the best part of your life. It's for Kathleen Jackson. All right. Now that I'm all beklempt, let's go back to where we were going. So skip that one. So we're gonna enter the Wolf Loescher rock block. So 5 songs, original songs, and then an extra one at the end that's a co-authoring. So brand new song. And I'm gonna switch instruments here. Switch instruments here, sir. Okay. Yes, I am. Because that bastard's heavy. It's made of brass. And even though it was sitting on my knee, like a proverbial banjo, it's still giving me issues. So, here's a song. This song has been floating around in my transom for numerous years. Rent-free. So I don't know exactly when the concept of the song came along. I don't remember. I couldn't pin it down. But I got around to actually finishing it like last Tuesday. Something like that. And the concept was I wanted to write a song, kind of a commie pinko patriot song about America, because I love what this country stands for and what it can be. I don't particularly care for what it is, but there's a different song about that. But this was supposed to be a kind of a sea shanty patriot song. And so let's see where we got to with this, okay? So it's also meant to be sung either a cappella with lots of big harmonies and stuff like that. It has an answering stanza, the answering line, which I have to sing because there's nobody else here with me. Last I checked, there's nobody else here to do it for me. So in the verses, every second line is this: can you see her ragged glory? Okay? So if you would like to sing along at home, it's the da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Can you see her ragged glory? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Can you see her ragged glory? That's your part, okay? Okay. That, and just be appreciative of my brilliance. Okay. There we go. Oh, the bobbleheads behind me, Julie Jensen asks. These are technically not bobbleheads. They're damn it. What? It's going to come to me in 20 minutes, and I've forgotten what they are. Pop arts, pop something. I don't know. These are my musical heroes, or my personal heroes. From left to right, my left to your right, which is also your left and your right. We have Jim Henson, the creator of the Muppets. Willie Nelson. And then we have Mr. Rogers. And then we have Brian May of Queen. Those are my Funko Pop. There we go. It didn't even take 20 minutes. It just took about, 20 seconds? Somebody timed that out. I'm getting better. Maybe it's coming off of the meds. I don't know. Anyway. Thank you. Thank you, Brenda Warren. And thank you, Kyle. Okay. See, I don't need to remember anything because I've got you guys, okay? Thank you for enabling me. All right, so thank you again for being here on a Saturday night. I am Wolf Loescher, WoloLoco.com. We're here every Saturday night, 7 o'clock Mountain Time, 8 o'clock Central Time, or wherever it is in your sphere of influence. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate you sharing your time and attention with me. As we enter, we're coming up on our hour number 3 of the presentation, and the rowers show no sign of stopping. So, because the rowers keep on rowing, and we know not where they're going. Anyway, ding for a world premiere of a brand new original song. Ding because we're at 19 and we were at 20 a second ago. So, thank you so much. All right, so here we go. So remember, your part is, can you see her ragged glory? Every other line. And I have to do all the parts, and it's not really intended to be presented that way, so I'm just going to do the best I can with what I got. 13 stripes and 50 stars, can you see her ragged glory? Bold colors meant to be seen from afar, can you see her ragged glory? We once were great of high renown, can you see her ragged glory? Now the stars and bars hang upside down, can you see her ragged glory? We will not strike the colors, we will not let them win. This war is far from over, and the battle must begin. So let her rise above us, and spur us to our task. We must mend her ragged glory, and nail her to the mast. We wrestled death and conquered space, can you see her ragged glory? But now she hangs there in disgrace, can you see her ragged glory? Old white men grown fat on graft, can you see her ragged glory? Time to make a clean sweep fore and aft, can you see her ragged glory? We will not strike the colors, we will not let them win. This war is far from over, and the battle must begin. So let her rise above us and spur us to our task. We must mend her ragged glory and nail her to the mast. Our great experiment, it must not fail. Can you see her ragged glory? We need leaders who lead, not leaders who trail. Can you see her ragged glory? The problem is poverty, not the poor. Can you see her ragged glory? All equal under law to endure. Can you see her ragged glory? We will not strike the colors, we will not let them win. This war is far from over, and the battle must begin. So let her rise above us and spur us to our task. We must mend her ragged glory and nail her to the mast. What we were, we can be again. Can you see her ragged glory? We can redefine American. Can you see her ragged glory? We will not strike the colors, we will not let them win. This war is far from over, and the battle must begin. So let her rise above us and spur us to our task. We must mend her ragged glory and nail her to the mast. We will not strike the colors, we will not let them win. This war is far from over, and the battle must begin. So let her rise above us and spur us to our task. We will mend these tattered rags. Until then, we must hold fast. World premiere. All right. That's one of 3 brand new original songs. We're going to take a break and come over to a song that I wrote actually back in 1993-ish, somewhere in there, when I was a member of the Piper Jones, member of the Silver Thistle Pipes and Drums in Austin, Texas. This is a song that I know you can relate to about being in a pipe band in the early 90s in Austin, Texas, and our kilt that we wore was called Dress Culloden, and it was mostly lavender and pink and white and yellow. And so it was not the butchest of tartans that there are. It's called a dancer's tartan. And originally I joined the band because, it wasn't so much about the music and stuff like that. It was more about meeting chicks. But I digress. Anyway, eventually we switched while I was still in the band. I started out as a drummer, snare drummer, and then I eventually took a chance at being a bagpiper. And my parents were kind enough at that time. I was just out of college and didn't have a lot of money, but they bought me a set of decent Highland pipes, and I learned how to play. And I don't play anymore because of the Geneva Convention. There's strict guidance about that. Now I have people for that. So good to see you, Sheila Higgins. Thank you so much for being here. Anyway, this is a song about that, and the fact that you never know quite so how much testosterone is coursing your veins until you're wearing a pink and lavender and yellow and purple tartan. Oh, and white. It was mostly white, actually. Very Nelly looking. And you're pumping gas in August in Waco, Texas, and feeling the sweat stream down your thighs, and you know that you don't have to compensate for anything. So we're going to go ahead and do this one with capo 1 position for those of you playing along at home. So, here we go. So this is original song number 2 of the Wolf Loescher Rock Block. Okay. Another day on the thin red line between the present and the past. My feet they hurt, my shoulder is numb, but they say it's too... That doesn't sound right. Okay, mulligan. By the way, when I say mulligan, that means I messed up, which means we all have to drink, because that I don't make the rules. Okay, yes, I do make the rules. So there, I am the boss of you. Another day on the thin red line between the present and the past. My feet they hurt, my shoulder is numb, but they say this too shall pass. The women they blush and the old men cry and the children they run away. The dog starts howling somewhere down the street as the pipes begin to play Amazing Grace. Again, old lang syne, my friend, and the low road never ends. Well, you know, come back again. Well, I started out young and I practiced real hard to try to make the grade. Now I'm older, all I'm thinking about is getting through this damn parade. Yet still I return again and again, though the novelty has died. Is it the gizmo or the leather or the lukewarm beer, or something deeper down inside like Amazing Grace? Again, old lang syne, my friend, and the low road, it never ends. Well, you know, come back again. Take it, Garen Bagley. It's over 20 years old, so yes, it is a classic. Ouch, that hurts. Mr. Garen Bagley, ladies and gentlemen. Through endless competitions and Highland games, the songs remain the same. The tartan and the shortbread and the single malt and the mac before the name. Mighty influential for a backwards place on the edge of the third world. Strange how everyone becomes a Scot when the pipes begin to skirl to Amazing Grace. Again, old lang syne, my friend, and the low road, it never ends. Well, you know, come back again. We won't win many prizes for deportment. When all is said and done, I become my best self when I'm strapping on that drum. So I'll put up with the jokes and the hateful stares for this noise that would curdle stones. Banned by the right, and we're heroes again as the pipes kick in the drones to Amazing Grace. Again, old lang syne, my friend, and the low road, it never ends. Well, you know, come back again, Amazing Grace. Again, old lang syne, my friend, and the low road, it never ends. Well, you know, come back again. Help me out, Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see. Was blind, but now I see. Cha cha cha. All right, that's song number 2 of the Wolf Loescher Rock Block. Brand new, ding ding, world premiere, original song. Last March, I think it was, somewhere in there, I went down to Texas, to my old hometown, Georgetown, Texas, just north of Austin, halfway between Waco and Austin. And my mom was needing to be moved from independent living into memory care, assisted living. And so I went down there to help out with that. And my sisters who live in Austin and Georgetown, Christy and Margaret, who are doing the lion's share of taking care of all the details and all the rigmarole of that. And so I wanted to come down and do my bit to help out. And it was an interesting time. And I hadn't seen my mom in a while. And in many ways, I didn't get to see her again because the dementia had started kicking in. And so she was only partially there. Part of the time, she was partly there. And so I would try to have conversations with her, even about simple stuff, and it just really wouldn't connect. But I had brought my bouzouki with me, and I pulled out my bouzouki and I played a lot of songs that I had learned when I was young. I hadn't learned them that I was introduced to when I was young, like Peter, Paul and Mary and John Denver and Kingston Trio and various other songs. And while my mom couldn't really follow me while I was having a conversation with her, as soon as I started playing a song that she recognized, that confusion kind of just melted away, and she lit up like a Christmas tree. And so I felt very fortunate to have that time to connect with her and to have worked on these skills over the pandemic of playing solo songs by myself, that I could just pick a song and pull it up on the big golden songbook here and play it for her. And it was a really special moment, and the lyrics for this song came out from that about that time. And then I finally got around to finishing writing it about last Tuesday. So here is a song for my mom. And I know other people are going through having parents who are going through dementia and stuff like that. I know for myself, apparently Parkinson's is in my future, in my magic 8-ball. But it's okay, because my wife and I have an agreement. We call it the Big Chief Agreement. I don't want to be a burden. But until this time, I'm going to do what I can to live life as hard as I can, and do what I can to help those around me, and try to surround myself with people who make me my best self, and hopefully I can do that for them as well. Anyway, so this is a song about my mom, and there you go. You used to tell me stories while you fell asleep. You watched me run away to the corner of the street. You used to tie my shoes, you used to comb my hair. You used to be so clear-eyed before this vacant stare. But now you're going because you're going. Now you're going, gone. You used to track your allowance, every penny accounted for. You kept the home fires burning, you never asked for more. You used to put up with his bullshit, I guess you still do. The circle remained unbroken because it revolved around you. But now you're going, 'cause you're going, and you're going, gone. And as you fade gently into your personal twilight, I will sing you songs and rage into the night. We'll save a place for you around the family table, keep you in your hearts and minds as long as we are able. 'Cause we're all going, gone. Help me understand, some things can't be understood. You told me to be all that I could be, 'cause you never could. Won't you tell me where you're going? Where should I go to look? Will I find you right beside me when I open up that book? But now you're going, because you're going. Now you're going, hey. Now you're going, because you're going. Now you're going, gone. World premiere. All right. 2 more to go in the Wolf Loescher Rock Block. All right. This is another song, original song that I wrote back in the day. So this is the title track from my first solo album called Holy Grail, and I wrote this around 1997, 98, somewhere in there. And it goes a little something like this. Woke to find me shaking, chilled by a bitter wind that howls across the wasteland that I found myself in, and pulling out my map to see where I had strayed. It crumbled in my hands, and with my dreams it blew away. And so I looked around me, and then into my soul, to find myself another dream, some kind of worthwhile goal. But all I saw was emptiness, and all I heard was noise. The road ahead was paved in shadow, the road behind was shallow joys. Is this my path? Is this my trail? Am I the pilot? Am I riding my own rail? Is this my ocean, my wind that fills my sail? Is this my calling? Is this my holy grail? My faith had been shaken. It was a dull and flickering flame, a brilliant sidewalk masterpiece dissolving in the rain. I felt myself as empty as the pockets of my jeans. My ship it listed crazy as it leaked at every seam. And then I saw you shining like a beacon in the black, a fixed point for my compass, a life vest on my back. So I took my first step forward, leading with my heart. I realized that this is where every journey ends and starts. And I said, is this my path? Is this my trail? Am I the pilot? Am I riding my own rail? Is this my ocean, my wind that fills my sail? Is this my calling? Is this my holy grail? For we're made up of the hard miles, of our failures and temptations. We're a product of our travels, not just our destinations. And how we choose to get there is important as where we're going. How we choose to change and grow is important as a growing. And I say, this is my path, this is my trail. I am the pilot, I am riding my own rail. This is my ocean and my wind that fills my sail. I hear you calling, you are my holy grail. All right, here we are. The song, original song, fully original song, number 5 for the Wolf Loescher Rock Block. This is a brand new song. I woke up about a month ago now. It was right before the Iowa caucuses. And I had to admit to myself that, in fact, a certain individual was not only still in the news, was not only still a viable candidate for the Republican Party, but was in fact by far the leading candidate for the Republican Party. The two-party system that we have here in the United States right now is not optimal, but it is what we have. Usually get to take your pick of 2 old white guys every 4 years, whether you like it or not. And I assumed that the Republicans, given 8 years of time to find their asses with both hands, they would find some other person that could best represent them and where they thought this country should go. But it was not to be. And I got very angry as I laid there in my bed. And I said, somebody's got to do something about this. And expecting that would be other people. It's like, surely the Republican Party, surely the Democrats, surely somebody. But again, it was not to be. So I said to myself, how can I take whatever skills and talents and abilities I have and turn them to the good? And it is very much at this time not about differences in opinion. I can appreciate if you have different opinion than me and that we don't agree and that we'll never agree. That's fine. But I really think that individual is a clear and present danger to democracy and the way that this country should be. But the first part, and there was a post on Facebook about this that kind of woke me up that morning, was the first part of fixing a problem is admitting that you have one. And so here is a song about that. So here's this. Let me fix the tuning now that I knocked it out of tune from playing too hard. Thanks again for sticking in here with me. Hope you're enjoying the last song of this Wolf Loescher rock block. World premiere. All right. Bigots, racists, scream in your faces. This is who you are. Dumpster fire, climate deniers. That is who you are. Libtards, snowflakes, dickless cucks and deep fakes. That is who you are. Socialists woke, tax us till we go broke. That is who we are. This is who we are, but not all that we can be. We need to work harder and be the change that we want to see. Be fiercely kind, and we can be more. But this is who we are. Deplorable haters, insurrectionators. That is who you are. Truck nuts, gun racks, alternative facts. That is who you are. Metrosexual, Dow Jones Indexual. That is who you are. Gentrifying, spilt milk crying. That is who you are. This is who we are, but not all that we can be. We need to work harder and be the change that we want to see. We can be fiercely kind, and we could be more, but this is who we are. Pussy grabbing, meth labbing. That is who you are. QAnon conspiracy, can't take you seriously. That is who you are. pronoun changing, flower arranging. That is who you are. Immigrant loving, agenda shoving. That is who you are. This is who we are, but not all that we can be. We need to work harder and be the change that we want to see. We can be fiercely kind. We could be so much more. But this is who we are. That was our five original song rock block, Wolf Loesch. That's what I'll be doing at the Songwriter Showcase on Tuesday coming up here down in Boulder. I can actually say I'm a songwriter. I don't know. For some reason, I'd only written 5.5 songs in toto, and now I've like almost doubled my output, which makes me feel pretty good about myself. So I also wanted to resurrect a song that I co-wrote with the late, great Deanna Smith Scotland. Wrote a couple different songs with her. This is one of them, and this is one that didn't get a lot of love, in my opinion. So I'm bringing it back, and may end up doing it NTIF with the Growlers. So it's a song that was inspired by a Davy Steele song, and it's about a place, a wondrous place, kind of like a mecca of sorts, called McHenry's that existed for a brief shining moment on top of a hill in Fort Worth. Deanna Smith Scotland and her husband Craig ran this wonderful bar and brought a lot of great music through it. And that's kind of what it takes is these moments of taking a chance and creating something great in the world, creating something greater than ourselves. I think that's what it's all about. So Deanna presented me with the lyrics, and I turned it into a rap song of sorts. So, here we go. Another work day's done, the pub is loud tonight. There's a session in the corner, everybody's getting tight. Smoke hangs in the air and empties behind the bar, but the barman can't be bothered, he's the one with the guitar. We got dancers, we got fiddlers and 6 kinds of drums, accountants and lawyers and a couple of bums. Another tune in, somebody shouts, give us a song. We strike up an old favorite, everybody sings along. Sing out, come in, sit down, tune up, sing out, let the wine and whiskey flow. We're gonna play till the break of day, gonna play every tune we know. Come in, sit down, tune up, sing out, let the wine and whiskey flow. We're gonna play till the break of day, gonna play every tune we know. They come here for the music, they come here for the crack. Another 8-hour day and they'll all be coming back. We don't need much, just a pint and a tune. Come on everybody, ring the rafters, rock the room. Come in, sit down, tune up, sing out, let the wine and whiskey flow. We're gonna play till the break of day, gonna play every tune we know. Come in, sit down, tune up, sing out, let the wine and whiskey flow. We're gonna play till the break of day, gonna play every tune we know. For a few precious hours, there's joy to be found for a trip up the stairs and the price of a round. For a few precious hours, there's joy to be found for a trip up the stairs and the price of a round. Come in, sit down, tune up, sing out, let the wine and whiskey flow. We're gonna play till the break of day, gonna play every tune we know. Come in, sit down, tune up, sing out, let the wine and whiskey flow. We're gonna play till the break of day, gonna play every tune we know. We're gonna play till the break of day, gonna play every tune we know. All right, there we go. Another Hey original. Well, Craigie's Cantina, that's not really an original song. That's just taking somebody else's song and switching out a few words. There's nothing original about that, so that's not an original. It's just an adaptation. All right, where are we at? It's 9:37. I've done all my new original stuff. If there are any requests that I've missed or that you would like to make, please make them now. You can make a request, and you can also ask me which instrument to play it on. All right, Mary Higgins, I understand your flag, and thanks for being for around here. It's great. So if you have any requests, let me know. I'm going to do a Brian McNeil rock block now. I was going to do a couple of Brian McNeil songs, unless somebody else wants to hear something different. And we'll probably wrap this up in about, 20 minutes or so? So. That's right, yeah. It was really Deanna was the one who was the proprietress, because Craig was doing his photography stuff, if memory serves, but he helped out, so. Diesel and Shale. Oh, absolutely, Renriga. So Diesel and Shale and a Buffett song. And I can't come up with a mashup like that right off the top of my head. So I'll do Diesel and Shale first, then I'll do a Buffett song. Okay, how about that? So Diesel and Shale. I'm going to pull that up because it's getting late, and even though I know that one by heart, which is rare these days, I'm going to go ahead and... Anyway, any particular Buffett song, Taylor Cook, while I'm doing the Diesel and Shale, just let me know. And we will make that happen. Otherwise, I'll just sort of pick at random. So here is Diesel and Shale. This is a song by Cyril Tawney about being on a diesel submarine, which is not a pleasant thing, although slightly less dangerous than being on a nuclear sub. So there it goes. And I learned this from the singing of Tom Lewis, who's a wonderful shanty man. If you don't own every album that Tom Lewis does, then you're probably a communist, I guess. I don't know. But if you like sea songs, Tom Lewis is the shiznit. So, here we go. Any Buffett song. Well, I can do any Buffett song. I have about 5 in my quiver, so. Here is Diesel and Shale for Ren Riga. Love you guys. Love the Riga. Thinking of you guys a lot. And I'm going to come and visit probably after NTIF, or either in between NTIF and St. Patrick's Day, or after St. Patrick's Day, which is probably more likely. So, yes, I can do Legacy and Sing It Louder. Yes, I can do that. Matter of fact, what I'll do is we'll do Diesel and Shale. Oh, Wagon Wheel was also requested there. Yeah, I don't like the comments either. So because I can't follow as well either. So we're gonna do diesel and shale. Jimmy Buffett. I need to write this down. Hold on. I can do it. Oh, I can figure this out. I have the technology. Notes. Here we go. All right. So diesel and shale, and then we're going to do. Has that been on this whole time? That's probably bad. Diesel and shale. James Buffett, Sir James Buffett, and then Wagon Wheel, and then it was Legacy, and Sing It Louder, and then I got one other new one, which is a good kind of rounding out the evening kind of song, and so which will remain a surprise. I think I've done it before, but anyway. Let me remember the name of it. Got it. All right. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs that have been requested, and I will do them in the order that I feel like doing them. So 6 songs coming up, and then we're going to wrap it up. And thank you, Renriga, for requesting this one. As I said, it's by Cyril Tawney, a amazing shanty man, and then carried on by Tom Lewis, who is kind of the next generation. I'm going to try this because I can. I'm going to take my ring off. It won't come off. Ow, my hands are too swollen. All right, here we go. Oh, I need to know what key it's in. That's right. There we go. Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready? Okay. On the 5th of November, back in 53, the big man at Dolphin Shore, he sent for me. We brought you here, boy, 'cause we want you to know we booked you a berth in the water below with the diesel and shale. Diesel and shale. We booked you a berth with the diesel and shale. But when I protested, I'm no volunteer, he says we ain't had one in many's the year. But that's a wee secret between you and me. As many as a pressed man down under the sea with the diesel and shale. Diesel and shale. Down under the sea with the diesel and shale. Oh, doctor, dear doctor, I don't think I'm well. Never mind, sonny, we'll very soon tell. Try holding your breath while I count up to 3. Then I'll show you fit to go under the sea with the diesel and shale. Diesel and shale. Down under the sea with the diesel and shale. Well, I went to the storeroom to gather me rig. They gave me a sweater 10 sizes too big. And I crawled down that boat like an old polar bear. I says to myself, there's a smell in the air, and it's diesel and shale. Diesel and shale. There's a smell in the air, and it's diesel and shale. A blast on the klaxon, ring on the gong, and then you go down where no mortal belongs. Where the air's going bad, the bread's going stale. They mix you a nightcap of diesel and shale. Diesel and shale. Diesel and shale. They mix you a nightcap of diesel and shale. Well, we circled the Med for a summer or two, where the water's so warm and the sky is so blue. At least that's what they tell me. I wouldn't know. You don't see much sun when you're stuck down below with the diesel and shale. Diesel and shale. When you're stuck down below with the diesel and shale. Oh, Susie, dear Susie, won't you be mine? Submariners' wives have a hell of a time. You live like a duchess, with cash on the nail, if you don't mind the stink of the diesel and shale. Diesel and shale, diesel and shale, if you don't mind the stink of the diesel and shale. Then the big man at Dolphin, he called me at last. It's time you went back to your ship with a mast. I'll feel just like Jonah leaving his whale, but you know where to stick all your diesel and shale. Diesel and shale, diesel and shale. You know where to stick all your diesel and shale. Oh, thank you, John Timaeus. That was just kind of spur of the moment. If my strap was longer, I would have put it on my lap. So, something I've been thinking about and just kind of spontaneously remembered to do it. All right. So, there, Diesel and Shale. That was song number 1. Song number 2. What is song number 2? Song number 2 is... Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah, it would be too easy if it was in the thing. Song request. Okay. Jimmy Buffett song. Okay, Jimmy Buffett song. Let me see. Hold on. I'm going to figure out the Jimmy Buffett songs that I have, and then I'm going to pick one. Hold on. Buff. Jimmy Buffett. Yeah, I'll do this one. Big Finish. Absolutely. Thanks for sticking around, y'all. Your time and attention means a great deal to me. And going on for a 3-hour show. A 3-hour show. A 3-hour show. Because I could not stop for death. He said, please stop for me. Sorry, Emily Dickinson, apparently you can sing to either Yellow Rose of Texas or the Gilligan's Island theme. Talk about asides. That was like a very concentrated portion of asides right there. Somebody needs to count the number of layers. It's like an onion, that one. Anyway, everybody likes onions. No, everybody likes parfaits. All right. So, Jimmy Buffett song for Taylor Cook. I'm going to tune first. Hold on. Amazing how beating on the back of the guitar will make, or the uke will make it go out too. All right, there we go. All right. All right. Jimmy Buffett. James Buffett. Mother, Mother Ocean, I have heard you call. Wanted to sail upon your waters since I was 3 feet tall. You seen it all. You seen it all. Watch the man who rowed you switch from sails to steam, and in your belly you hold the treasure if you have ever seen. Most of them dreams. Most of them dreams. Yes, I am a pirate, 200 years too late. The cannons don't thunder, there's nothing to plunder. I'm an over 40 victim of fate, arriving too late, arriving too late. I've done a bit of smuggling, I've mowed my share of grass, I made enough money to buy Miami, but I pissed it away so fast. Never meant to last, never meant to last. And I have been drunk now for over 2 weeks. I passed out and I rallied and I sprung a few leaks, but I gotta stop fishing, gotta go fishing. I'm down to rock bottom again. Just a few friends, just a few friends. All right, coral reefers. I go for younger women, who doesn't? Live with several a while, and though I ran them away, they come back one day, still could manage to smile. It just takes a while, it just takes a while. Mother, Mother Ocean, after all the years I've found my occupational hazard being, my occupation's just not around. I feel like I've drowned, gonna head uptown. I feel like I've drowned, gonna head uptown. All right, next one. Wagon wheel. Wagon wheel mashup was requested. Okay. Can do. We got this. We're all over this. Just a matter of going to the W's and going there. And it's even the same tuning. All right, wagon wheel. Wagon wheel mashup. All right. I'm going to check that tuning before I start this one. Before I go on this epic journey. If I'm tuning, what are you doing? Buying me drinks, that's right. All right. There we go. Oh, by the way, I finally... So, if you remember on this particular, the Zucalele, I had the Puck Putin sticker on here, which I liked very much, but is now on my guitar case. But I have these really sophisticated, expensive inlays on the neck here, stickers, that were very, very expensive. I ordered them on the internet for very few dollars. And so, thematically, this instrument has a theme, okay? So, it's got planets, or whatever in the inlays, and I've got the strap here, which you may have noticed has planets on it, and I've got NASA. So because I'm a big fan, because when we dare to achieve, we dare to go out and do things not because they are easy, but because they are hard, to quote a rather famous gentleman who spoke at Rice University in 1965, I believe it was. No, that couldn't have been 1965. Some point. But how we're going to get better as a species, because I love individuals. I love a person. I hate people, because collectively as a group, human beings are pretty terrible. But when we find a way to get behind a noble goal, like exploring space, curing cancer, That's all I got. Sorry, I was going for a third one that had a humor content on it, and I had nothing. So it's comedic Mad Libs. Fill in your own punchline. Okay, thank you. Absolutely, Allison Davidow. Thank you. That's exactly. Boldly go where no one has gone before. And that's something I think was great. They changed in between the original series. This is the geek in me coming out, Star Trek geek coming out. So in the original series, that whole introduction was to boldly go where no man has gone before. But when Jean-Luc Picard took over for the Next Generation, it was to boldly go where no one has gone before. And call me an old sap, which I am, but that in itself is a bold step forward. So anyway, I digress. How did we get from hitchhiking in South Carolina to a space exploration? This is a family show, John Chimaeus. I don't want any pictures or texts of eggplants about you feeling your own punchline. I cracked myself up. Anyway, here's a mashup. All the way down. I'm headed down south for the land of the pines, and thumbing my way into North Carolina, staring up the road, pray to God I see headlights. I made it up the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers, and I'm hoping for Raleigh I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Oh, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, yeah, mama, rock me. I'm running from the cold up in New England. I was born to be a fiddler in an old-time string band. Baby plays a guitar, I pick a bouzouki now. Oh, them North Country winters can keeping me down. Cost my money playing poker, so I had to up and leave. I ain't turning back to live that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, yeah, mama, rock me. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. Singer in a smoky room, smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard, their shadows searching in the night. Street lights, people living just a fine emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Working hard to get my fill. Everybody wants a thrill. Paying anything to roll the dice just one more time. Some will win, some will lose. Some are born to sing the blues. Oh, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. There are shadows searching in the night. Street lights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. That could have gone better. It's all about the breathing. Walking to the south, out of Roanoke, caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long toke. He's a heading west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee, and I gotta get a move on, headed for the sun. Hear my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. And if I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Oh, rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Whoa. All right. Geez, come on. There we go. All right. There we go. All right. Legacy, Sing It Louder, Parting. Last one's a surprise. Legacy, Sing It Louder, surprise. Okay. All right. So, here's another song that I wrote half of. Deanna Smith Scotland wrote these wonderful words, and I, with a gun to my head, knowing that we were going to the studio next day, or rehearsal anyway, and I was expected to have written music for this song, for these lyrics, grabbed what was nearest to me, which was I believe, a green crayon, and a piece of paper, which was some other lyrics from something else. And on the back of it, I worked out the chords that ended up being this song. And I'm very pleased with how it turned out. It's part of that, the thing about I'm always... I don't know what... so I see Allison's comment about the surprise that we all just heard you say. I don't know what that was all about, so I missed it. Anyway... I wrote this song, or I wrote the music for these wonderful lyrics, and I'm glad that I did. Oh, something about being a collaborator. I'm better when people help bring out the best in me, and hopefully I can help bring out the best in them. So thanks for being a part of that. Part of being my expanding circle. Here we go. Capo 3. All right. I need a checklist, a pre-song checklist. Make sure that I provide myself with the best opportunity for success, because I'm always approximating success. I'm convinced that there's an album in me somewhere called, the album title is going to be Approximating Success. Because. All right. No, I don't want to do that one. I want to do this one. Come from every corner, we speak in every tongue. We're brought here by a vision of what is soon to come. No longer will we stand for hatred, bigotry, and fear. The call of peace and justice is what has brought us here. The world that we've been given. Let's try that again. No, sorry. I'm not going to start from the beginning. I'm start from the bridge. The call of peace and justice is what has brought us here. The world that we've been given is not so large a place that we can stand divided by philosophy or race. Wisdom, truth, and beauty dwell in every human heart. United we are more than we could ever be apart. United we are more than we could ever be apart. We are carved from the ancient souls of those who came before. We take what we've been given and set out in search of more. Much less than we could be, much more than we had planned. Love is all-encompassing, and the circle must expand. Love is all-encompassing, the circle must expand. And the wise ones who led us to this place call on every one of us to be love's human face, to rise up from the shadows, to turn and face the sun, to carry on the work that was so long ago begun. Each man must look inside himself, each woman make her choice to stand against injustice, to raise a common voice, to cast aside the petty fears that chain us to the past, to give our children's children a legacy that will last, to give our children's children a legacy that lasts. We We are carved from the ancient souls of those who came before. We take what we've been given and set out in search of more. Much less than we could be, much more than we had planned. Love is all-encompassing, the circle must expand. Love is all-encompassing, and the circle must expand. Oh, we are carved from the ancient souls of those who came before. We take what we've been given and set out in search of more. Much less than we could be, much more than we had planned. Love is all-encompassing, and the circle must expand. Thanks, John Timaeus. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for sticking around. We have, I think, 2 more to go. We had that request there. And we have Sing It Louder next, and then one Secret Surprise, completely not original, but not even a world premiere. What's so special about it? Yeah. Here is a Dave Gunning song. I believe it was requested by Taylor.
Anyway.
Sometimes when we get tired, sometimes when we get strung out, sometimes when we get depressed and discouraged and depleted, we have to find other people to help buck us up and remind us that we're not, in fact, insane, but things are not good and they could be better. And we need to raise our voices in various ways, in song, in protest, in amplification of and being allies to other people, and in just going and actually casting a vote, if nothing else. Exercise your democratic right. Be a soldier for democracy. It's a song by Dave Gunning. I am a soldier, and I never had a gun. I carry songs upon my shoulders, hoping we shall overcome. But on this road, we're not the only one who's following the thunder of the drum. And I am not rich, but I have more than I need in the middle of this battlefield of money-driven greed. And the line's getting thinner now between right and wrong. You lift your voice, I'll beat the drum. Across the valleys and up through these hills, there's a feeling all over this land. If we stand and rise together, there's change within our power. I am preaching to the choir, sing it louder. I am preaching to the choir, sing it louder. Let's sing for the living upon the land and in the sea. Let's sing out for justice. Let's sing what we believe as the world spins round and round. May we one by one all join hands and beat the drum. Across the valleys and up through these hills, there's a feeling all over this land. If we stand and rise together, there is change within our power. I am preaching to the choir, sing it louder. I am preaching to the choir, sing it louder. Voices now, we can make this work. Through the eye of the storm, we shall be heard. There's an echo in the distance, it's been played before. More suffering and hardship, more cruelty and war. But before we stop and rest, we must pass it on, for the young to march and beat the drum. Yeah, across the valley and up through these hills, there's a feeling all over this land. If we stand and rise together, there is change within our power. I am preaching to the choir to sing it louder. I am preaching to the choir to sing it louder. Across the valleys and up through these hills, there's a feeling all over this land. If we stand and rise together, there's change within our power. I am preaching to the choir to sing it louder. I am preaching to the choir to sing it louder. I am preaching to the choir, sing it louder. Let them hear the cheap sits. Yes, I am still alive. Thank you very much. When are you coming home? He says to his wife. Okay, somebody needs to invent something where when you pick a glass up and it's got a coaster under it, the coaster doesn't come with it, and then you don't have anything to put the drink back down on. But I already solved this problem because I have 4 coasters. So there. All right, I believe this is the last song of the evening. Yes. So this is a good closing song. At least I thought it was half an hour ago when I proposed doing it. And it's another one of these songs that a lot of people do, that hopefully when I do it, I can put my own inimitable personal stamp on it. Bring something to it that makes you remember that I did it, that I was here, that we were here together. Yes, I know Allison Davidow. I know Dr. Davidow. This is what we call comedy. Well, an attempt thereof, anyway. So here is a traditional old song. I think I first heard this done by the Coreys, but it's also been done by the High Kings. A lot of done. Even, oh damn it, I had his name right in front because I was going to make a shrewd musical industry observation about him, and now I can't remember the guy's name. He's a ginger. He's very famous. He does like huge sold out like stadium tours by himself. I own none of his music, so. So, see, the problem, Dr. David, is you built too low. You built too low. Go right over your head. Anyway, he was almost there. It almost came back, the guy's name. Oh, damn it. Anyway, thank you. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you. Because I was going to go and shuffle off my mortal coil or something like that because I couldn't remember the guy's name. Yes, Ed Sheeran is, in fact, the guy's name. It's like not remembering Taylor Swift's name. Anyway, here is a song about that. Here's a song that Ed Sheeran did that I am also going to do. Thank you again for sharing your time and attention with me. I have a lovely, tasty Asian dinner that I'm going to be eating when I get done here. I should have eaten more of it before I started the show, but that was 3 hours ago and mistakes were made. Anyway, here's a good closing song. Of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Of all the comrades that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts that e'er I had would wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and I'll softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. If I had money enough to spend and leisure time to sit a while, there is a fair maid in this town who sorely has my heart beguiled. Her rosy cheeks and ruby lips, I own she has my heart enthralled. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. A man may drink and not be drunk. A man may fight and not be slain. A man may court a pretty girl and perhaps be welcomed home again. But since it has so ordered been, there's a time to rise and a time to fall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that there I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you. All right, thank you so much for sticking around for an excruciatingly long howl. We've been over 3.5 hours. There we go. I'm going to go get something to eat. I don't know about yourselves, but thank you so much for being here, sharing your most precious commodity with me, your time and attention. I hope to see you again next Saturday night. That's right, 7 o'clock. That'll be 7 o'clock Mountain Time, 8 o'clock Central Time, wherever it is in your particular sphere of influence. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you are, whenever you are, be excellent to each other. Thank you again for being a part of my expanding circle. We'll talk to you very soon. Peace out. We're going to turn on the strobe creating lights and do our exit finale sort of thing, all right? So let me turn on some music there. We'll see you again soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.
spent a long life working in the sun. And when the evening fell, he wrapped his arms around her head and laid her down beside him on the warm set. She laughed as the shadows